Oh my God, we have changed the scenery a little bit here. We're actually sitting down today to speak about do not date a man if he fill up the space, fill up the blank. I'm sitting on my chair today. Usually I'm standing, but this is a little change to be doing this makeup. Let's go ahead and talk about the behaviors and the things that we hear that when you hear or you see, you should stop dating this person. I do want to start with saying I am not a hater. I don't hate on men. I just believe that as long as you have a positive mindset and you think positively and you are asking for the right things, you are going to receive. But if you go around and just mess with guys are this, girls are that, I don't know, whoever is what, then it's going to mess with your own timeline and your own timing. So be positive, be smart, and follow these steps that I'm telling you. Do not date a man if, let's hear it. First things first, if he says he can't afford something, ladies, oh ladies, how much have I had an experience with that? So I know that as women, we have this instinct of always providing and always helping. But if you hear the guy say that he can't afford something, and I'm not talking about like if he can't afford his dream car or if he can't afford like, I don't know, an apartment. Like I feel like those things are something that come to us in the future and we all are working towards a goal like that. Should a guy pay for a woman all the time? Comment down below. Let's talk about it. I think yes, okay, but there comes a point in the relationship where both of you are thriving, okay, where both of you are working towards a goal together, right? Maybe that's buying a house, maybe that's owning a car together. There's moments that come in the process where you're like, okay, we are gonna get a house, we are gonna buy whatever, we are saving up for this thing, let's be smart about it and let's really look at what we're spending, what we're doing. That makes sense. Like if you're sometimes paying for things, that makes sense. But should you be paying for the dates on the first couple of months? No. That is absolutely a red flag in my opinion. And I've gone through that and I don't know, something within a woman changes when that happens. It's like now you cannot be in your feminine energy for whatever reason. And now you become a lot more uncomfortable, and still it is so embarrassing for me, which I've done, when you pull out a credit card in front of a guy and it's like it's like they can't afford something. In my opinion, if you are in a relationship and it's getting a lot more serious, like maybe you got the ring already and maybe like, you guys are trying to save up for something, I think that makes sense. If there comes a partnership, there comes like a group project, but I don't think a girl should be paying for the first date. Sometimes you can offer to pay for parking or small things here and there to show him that you're absolutely appreciative of him. But if a guy says that he can't afford the date or he simply just is expecting you to pay, I think that's a red flag. And I don't think that you should continue dating him. And don't do it. Don't do it. If he avoids fights or talking about his emotions or communication in general, men that are absolutely appreciative of their woman, they will communicate, they will talk about their feelings, they will make sure that the woman knows what's going on. Of course, there are moments where sometimes like the guy is going through something or the girl is going through something, but there will be very, very clear communication in terms of everything. If you don't believe me, wait until you find the one. You'll see that the communication is absolutely effortless and it just flows very naturally. Versus if you find a man who is absolutely avoiding fights and communication and just kind of like runs away like a kid, like he just kind of runs away and he doesn't want to deal with it, then that's a man who's not ready to date, nor is he ready for serious commitments. This one is super important for me. Don't date the man if he doesn't meet your criteria. Let me explain to you. If you have rules such as like not smoking, not drinking, and you're really looking forward to meet the one that is not smoking, not drinking. That's the rule that I have. I don't want the guy to smoke anything, not even the vapes that we have today. I don't want the guy to drink a lot because I want to set an example for my kids that, you know, drinking and partying is not necessarily the best, you know, way to go, and you can have fun even without alcohol. If you meet a guy who is smoking, let's say that was your criteria, again, it doesn't have to be your rules, this is just something that I have. Let's say you meet a guy who is doing those stuff, and it could be the smallest little things, you guys. It doesn't have to be big things. It could literally be about, I don't know, shaving his beard. I don't know, anything. Then guess what? That person is not for you, and you should absolutely not continue dating. I've been told so many times that I'm not gonna ever find a man who is not gonna drink or smoke. Okay, let's talk about drinking. We're talking about average here. Like, we're talking about this person knowing their limit. We're talking about this person drinking in a very respectful manner. And if he wants to get drunk here and there, okay, great. But I absolutely have a rule of no smoking at all. Not even hookah, not even vape, not even like little stupid things that like people think that is fine nowadays. So it's possible. If you have certain rules, stick to them. And there's so many people in this world that I promise you, you will find the one that meets exactly the rules that you have set and the criterias that you want to have in a relationship. Don't date this man if you have to keep putting effort, but feel dissatisfied. It doesn't have to be physical things like intimacy. It could be just anything. Okay, it could be gifts, it could be moments, it could be little things even. Don't continue it if for whatever reason you feel dissatisfied. Let's say you also communicated this with him and it still feels off, then don't continue it. Always make sure that you communicate these things with the guy or with your person, because communication is absolutely so important. But sometimes if the guy is not in that right mindset that they want a serious relationship and they want to really be with you, and if they're still not looking around, I don't know how much of the communication really makes any difference, because either way they're gonna go back to their own kind of like rules and regulations and the mindset, which is fine. Teach like each person to their own. But you know, just if you feel dissatisfied and if you've communicated and it's still not it, you should cut this dating before it gets deeper and deeper, because then later on it just turns into too many emotions, too many things that you have to deal with, especially after meeting family and brothers and sisters and all of that. It just gets a lot more difficult to cut a cord, to cut the communication, and you end up wasting your time for 7 months. Yeah. Don't date the guy if he says he's not ready. You guys, ladies, or even gentlemen, like, you cannot change a person's mind if they're not ready. Like, there's absolutely nothing that you could do if the guy or the girl is not ready. They're just gonna waste your time, and it's gonna get harder and harder to not have feelings and to not stay away. Our instincts as humans, if somebody says no, we're bound to kind of like be like, no, but I can prove it to you. I'm so good. Why not? Why don't you trust me? Why aren't you in the relationship with me? But if you put it into perspective, it's just so immature of the other person to be even leading you on with anything if they're, one, not ready, and two, they're just wasting your time. So there's not something that you need to prove to them. It's the fact that they are so immature and they're so not prepared for what they have promised you that they will do. Or maybe they didn't promise you. Maybe they told you from the beginning that they're not ready. If you hear these words, that's why you leave. You leave without questioning. You leave without disrespecting. You just leave that relationship. And if I tell you that I've done all these mistakes that I'm telling you, yeah, you would be, well, I just told you I've done all these mistakes, so You're welcome. And this is what I wrote here, and I want to say it just one more time. The reason we get more attached or want to change their mind is because we think they have something great and are hiding it. But that's just the sign of immaturity. They're not hiding or holding anything from you just because they're saying they're not ready for the relationship. That just means they're just immature and it's not the right timing for them in their life, and that's all. It does not have anything to do with how you're dressing, how you're eating, how you're cooking, nothing. It has nothing to do with anything. It just has to do with their timing, and you leave that person. Don't date the guy if he is taking you challenging him as a person as the wrong way or in a very negative way. And this could be, for example, if you're telling him, hey, go to the gym, or can you dress like a little bit better? If you're saying things that you're trying to improve him as a person and he does not receive that correctly and he takes it in a very defensive way, then he's not the guy who is ready to date or is ready to kind of accept the challenges that comes with the relationship. And what is beautiful about a relationship is that both people challenge each other to become better and better. And if he's not up for that challenge, then he's not ready for all the hardships that are gonna come towards him and you in the future. So if you're challenging somebody, telling them to be healthier, eat better, things that are gonna improve this person, then that means they're not ready, they're not mature enough, they're not in the mindset to be accepting challenges in their life. And guess what a relationship is? A relationship is full of challenges that you have to overcome with the person that you supposedly love. So if he can't take those challenges, then there's a part of him that still does not see how he's gonna grow and improve as a person as you guys build that relationship together. Last but not least, this is my favorite one. If you're dating him, we can say you're dating him in this moment, and you don't know where you stand. So absolutely, as a girl, anytime you have to ask, does he like me? Is he interested in me? And are we going towards a relationship? Where is this going? That means he's not going anywhere with it. Anytime I've found myself questioning, where is this going? It has ended up to be a disaster. So if he's not taking more step forward, for example, getting your number, or maybe texting you more, talking with you more, or initiating the next, okay, let's go on this date, let's go here, let's go adventure, let's go to Disneyland, oh my God, I'm planning this, I'm planning that, are you free on this day? Then he's not interested. He's just gonna waste your time. And girl, you are gonna waste your time because you stayed in it. So yeah, nobody's gonna come and save you. Oh my God, that's so mean, but that's what happened to me. So yeah, guess what? That's all I got, you guys. Guys, whatever I shared today was absolutely out of all the experiences that I've had. And it might sound so cheesy, but once you're in it, you don't understand how much it affects you, how much you go into your delusions as a girl. So be careful of that and be alert, be smart with the guy that you're picking, even a girl, even with the partner that you're picking for your life, because this is the person that you're going on dates with, that you're gonna be meeting their friends, they're gonna meet your friends. You are gonna have a life with this person for the rest of your life. And I know with what we're seeing in the United States is that the divorce rates are higher and higher. But if that's not your goal, if divorce is not your goal and you really want to be with this person for the rest of your life, choose wisely and be smart. With that said, like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you a lot more in my upcoming life lesson videos. I call these the life lesson videos. And now that I'm sitting, it feels a lot more official that we're talking together. Anyway, see you in the next vlog, you guys. Bye!